When a show manages to shake you to your core, flip everything you thought you knew upside down, and still keep you coming back hungry for more, that's when you know it's something truly special. The Landman Season 3 trailer isn't just a preview, it's a promise of chaos, heartbreak, and power plays that will leave you breathless. If you thought the last two seasons pushed Tommy and his family to the edge, just wait, because this new chapter feels heavier, darker, and far more intense than anything we've seen before. After everything we've witnessed in Landman's first two seasons, the betrayals, the losses, the fragile moments of hope, Season 3 arrives like a storm we've all been bracing for. The trailer doesn't just tease a continuation, it slams down a new challenge that will redefine everything for Tommy and those around him. The calm we saw at the end of Season 2, when Tommy started his own path with CTT oil exploration and cattle, was deceptive. That peace was fragile, almost fragile enough to shatter with a single breath. And the trailer makes it clear that breath is coming, and it's going to be devastating. Tommy is no stranger to hard choices or impossible odds, but Season 3 opens with him facing a new kind of battle, not just with rivals or business threats, but with the ghosts of his past and the consequences of decisions he never fully controlled. Galeno, with his unsettling charm and quiet menace, still lurks in the shadows, a constant reminder that some alliances come with hidden costs. The trailer shows just enough to make you question, how much control does Tommy really have over his own fate? Every glance, every scene hints at a man who's still standing but barely holding on, caught between the desire to protect his family and the crushing weight of a world determined to tear it all apart. At the same time, the strain at home is more apparent than ever. Cammie's choice to break away and run MTech's without Tommy wasn't just a business move, it was a fracture that left wounds too deep to ignore. Their battle for control isn't just about companies and oil rigs, it's about pride, survival, and the crushing loneliness of leadership. The tension between them in the trailer is electric, every silence loaded with unspoken regrets and the bitter taste of trust lost. Watching them circle each other, preparing for the inevitable collision, you realize that the true war of Season 3 won't be fought just on oil fields or boardrooms. It'll be fought in every painful conversation, every cold glance, and every moment where loyalty is tested. And then there's Cooper, the kid with a gift so sharp it should have been a blessing, but instead became a beacon for danger. Season 3's trailer makes it clear that his instincts aren't just a family secret, they're a lifeline and a target. As MTech's teeters on collapse, Cooper's role feels more pivotal than ever, but the threat that follows him threatens to pull everything Tommy's fought for into the abyss. Watching Cooper grow into his own power is thrilling, but terrifying, because the people circling closer aren't friends, they're predators. The stakes for Tommy's family couldn't be higher, and the trailer doesn't let you forget it for a second. With every shot, every line, Landman Season 3 promises a reckoning. The characters aren't just surviving, they're being pushed toward choices that will define not just their futures, but the soul of everything they've built. It's a story about family, power, and the fragile line between the two. And the trailer is a masterclass in suspense, pulling us in deeper and leaving us desperate to know what happens next. Season 3 is set to be the darkest yet, and the trailer makes that impossible to ignore. The stakes have never been higher, and the weight of every decision is crushing. Tommy's journey isn't just about climbing back to the top. It's about surviving the fallout of every move he's made. He's no longer just fighting for a company or an empire. He's fighting for his family's very survival. The trailer's tense moments give us glimpses of the relentless pressure squeezing in from every side. Every alliance feels fragile, every promise shaky. There's a constant sense that one wrong step could send everything crashing down, and Tommy's already walking a razor's edge. What's thrilling and terrifying is how Season 3 forces us to question who can really be trusted. Galino's presence is a looming shadow over everything, his motives as mysterious as they are dangerous. In the trailer, his calm, calculating demeanor never wavers, making it clear that his game is just beginning. His return reminds us that in this world, loyalty is a currency that's bought and sold, and no one walks away unscathed. Tommy's forced to grapple with the price of these partnerships, and the trailer's chilling moments hint that the cost may be more than he's willing or able to pay. Meanwhile, Cammie's role takes on new urgency. She's no longer just the partner who chose to run MTEX alone. She's a formidable force whose ambitions now clash directly with Tommy's. The tension between them crackles with unresolved history and fresh wounds. The trailer shows her steely determination and hints at a ruthless streak that could make her Tommy's fiercest opponent yet. Their rivalry isn't just personal, it's a battle for control of a future that neither of them can afford to lose. Watching their paths collide feels like watching a slow-motion explosion, and it's impossible to look away. Then there's Cooper, the young spark at the heart of this storm. His talent is both a beacon of hope and a target painted brightly on his back. The trailer teases the dangers closing in on him, and by extension, the whole family. Cooper's growth into his power isn't just exciting, it's fraught with peril. Every scene hints at the fragile balance between his gift and the threats it attracts. Tommy's protective instincts are on full display here, and the trailer's tension makes it clear. This season won't just be about survival in business, but survival as a family. The offshore rig storyline adds another layer of suspense that can't be ignored. The trailer's dark, foreboding shots of the rig at sea speak to a ticking time bomb, something that could change everything in an instant. The potential strike of oil represents hope, but also disaster. It's a gamble with stakes so high they feel almost unbearable. For Cammie and her vision of the future, this is make or break. If the gamble pays off, her power grows exponentially. If it doesn't, the fallout could shatter everything. The trailer makes this gamble feel like a heartbeat, a moment waiting to explode, and it keeps you on edge from start to finish. As the trailer unfolds, the interconnectedness of all these storylines becomes clear. No character exists in isolation. Every decision, every move reverberates across the entire Landman universe. Season 3 promises a complex, layered narrative where alliances shift, loyalties are tested, and the cost of power is paid in full. It's a thrilling, suspenseful ride, and the trailer sets the tone perfectly. It's not just about who wins or loses, but what they're willing to sacrifice in the process. What makes Season 3 so compelling and what the trailer captures so brilliantly is the way it deepens the characters we've come to care about. Tommy remains the heart of the story, but this season, he's more than just a leader or a businessman. He's a man haunted by the cost of every choice he's made and forced to face the consequences in ways that cut deeper than ever before. The trailer hints at moments where his confidence cracks, revealing a vulnerability that's raw and real. It's not just about the external battles anymore. It's about the internal fight to hold on to who he is while the world tries to pull him apart. The people around Tommy aren't just side characters in this drama. They're pivotal pieces in a game that's bigger than any one person. Cammie's evolution is especially fascinating. The trailer gives us flashes of her growing into her power, but also the isolation that comes with it. Running MTEX alone isn't just a job, it's a lonely, brutal test of will. Her determination to succeed feels unstoppable, but the cost is clear. The emotional distance between her and Tommy isn't just tension, it's a chasm that threatens to swallow them both. Watching her story unfold alongside Tommy's makes the stakes feel intensely personal and painfully real. Then there's Cooper and Ariana, whose relationship adds a new layer of hope and tension to the mix. The trailer teases the excitement of their future together, but also the pressures that come with stepping into new roles within the family and business. Cooper's instincts, once a secret weapon, are now a spotlight that draws danger closer. Their journey is thrilling because it represents the next generation, one trying to carve out a future while still caught in the shadows of what came before. The trailer doesn't just hint at their love story, it shows us the delicate balance between ambition and vulnerability, making their path as unpredictable as it is compelling. Other characters like Ansley and Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy also continue to add depth to the story. Ansley's push for independence, her desire to break free and find her own place, adds a fresh perspective and a sense of restless energy to the season. Meanwhile, Billy Bob Thornton's own reflections on Tommy capture the complexity of a man who is weary but still fighting, smiling through pain, bracing for impact, and refusing to back down. The trailer's portrayal of these intertwined journeys keeps us guessing, reminding us that in Landman, no one's fate is ever certain. Above all, Season 3 is shaping up to be a season of consequences. The choices Tommy and his family made aren't just history, they're the sparks that will ignite the conflicts and heartbreak ahead. The trailer doesn't shy away from this. Every scene feels charged with the tension of what's to come. Will Tommy's decision to start over be the smartest move of his life or his biggest mistake? Will the alliances hold or crumble under pressure? Will family ties be enough to survive the storms brewing on every horizon? The trailer gives us just enough to feel the weight of these questions without answering them, making it impossible not to want more. Landman Season 3 promises to be a roller coaster of emotions, power struggles, and unexpected twists. It's a story about the cost of ambition, the fragile bonds of family, and the relentless pursuit of survival in a world that's constantly shifting beneath their feet. And if this trailer is any indication, it's going to be absolutely perfect. As the trailer fades out, one thing is crystal clear. Landman Season 3 is not here to give us easy answers. Instead, it's a deep dive into the consequences of every choice, every alliance, and every secret kept too long. The show continues to explore what it truly means to hold power when everything around you is unstable. Tommy's world is crumbling and rebuilding all at once, and the trailer expertly captures that constant push and pull between hope and despair. What's so gripping about this new season is that it doesn't just focus on the business of oil and corporate warfare. It zooms in on the human cost. Family relationships fray under pressure, loyalties are tested, and old wounds threaten to tear everyone apart. The trailer's quiet, tense moments speak volumes about the emotional toll this life takes. Tommy's struggle to balance being a father, a leader, and a man trying to find peace is at the heart of everything. And just when you think he might find a moment of calm, the trailer pulls the rug out, reminding us that in Landman's world, calm is always temporary. The return of characters like Galeno adds an ominous layer of unpredictability. His presence is a constant threat, a reminder that even the smartest players can get caught in a game where trust is currency and betrayal is inevitable. Tommy's confrontation with what it really means to be tied to someone like Galeno will shape much of the season's tension, and the trailer leaves us on the edge, wondering who will come out on top and at what cost. Meanwhile, the offshore rig storyline promises to be a ticking bomb. It's a gamble with everything on the line. Success could mean survival, failure could mean disaster. The tension in the trailer around this subplot is almost unbearable, perfectly mirroring the pressure cooker environment the characters live in. This storyline is a powerful metaphor for the show's larger themes: risk, reward, and the thin line between hope and ruin. And let's not